Welcome back to another toy review and sketch. This time we're drawing Fortnite, Skye, and Ollie. When I got this toy, I literally just got it because I thought it just looked really cool and it would be fun to draw. The packaging is really fun, just very colorful and dynamic. So it didn't take long for me to go, I definitely want to check out this toy and take it out the box. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of sophisticated logic when it comes to getting toys for me. It's, does it look cool? Would it be fun to draw? And if it fulfills those categories, it's a very good likely possibility I'm going to go get it. And this was one of those cases. I'm not that familiar with Fortnite. The little research I did do suggests that Skye is a Pokemon trainer, and little Ollie is, well, big Ollie, I guess. He's kind of big. He's a Pokemon. So looks like they have Ollie pieced in two pieces. My son Nikolai's helping me out with this one. He was pretty excited. He loves Fortnite. I think he just loves the look of the characters. He and my other son as well. They both are emerging nerds, just like their dad. But yeah, he's already looking at the cool gem swords and going, wow, these are awesome. Yep, showing them off. Very cool. Oh, there comes my other son. He's noticing the cool looking swords. And I'm trying to get this thing cut out. So we're now unpacking all of the cool accessories. Getting Ollie out. Finally. I guess it's kind of cool. You could probably store other little toys inside of him. He just looks like he just snaps together. There's nothing too complicated there. It looks like Skye comes with a backpack, two gem swords, and a grappling gun that's kind of comical. It's got these uh, little gears inside of it, but it looks like she just shoots out a big plunger, kind of like a cartoon plunger that just sticks to a surface. Um, I'm kind of a fan of that irony of it. It's just kind of cool. But here we are putting together Ollie. See if I can figure it out. It just, yeah, it kind of just fits the pieces with each other, and you snap it along the bottom. It takes a little effort, at least for me. My son's already checking out Skye with how cool she could move, the joints, well articulated, and yeah, it's a pretty sweet looking toy. I'm not gonna lie. I like the design, really fun. She's got like a matching Ollie hat for her Pokemon. She's clearly a big fan of this pet of hers, or I don't know if they consider Pokemon pet or not. A familiar is probably a better term for nerd culture. So, yep, just looking at these cool accessories, cool little details in the backpack. I look for this in a toy design or just design in general. Like, what are the little details that are added? Because there's an intentionality with good design. Like, there's things that are there for a reason. So, yeah, I think the gem swords are gonna be my favorite. Yeah, I'm gonna see how well it fits, how well it's held, and it looks like when you finally get a sword in her hand, it'll hold really well. So you can do some cool poses with this. I don't think that she attaches directly to Ollie. I think that's more of just implied that she can ride him, or he just flies around. He's got a fun little star on his belly. Yeah, very all in all a successful toy. Well done. Well done, Fortnite. I was impressed with what I saw at the box, and I'm not disappointed. I would highly recommend this toy for most kids that just love a good action figure. So, yeah, this is going to be a really fun one to draw. Very creative, very colorful, whimsical, and once again, some good design choices. Pretty solid. Yeah, good job, Fortnite. We are putting the sword in the backpack. That's pretty sick. And yeah, let's get to drawing. We're going to speed this up. I've sped this up like 20 to 35 times over just because, well, I'll explain. But a lot of this is just the preliminary stuff, the inking process I typically follow. You know, I found my pose and I just kind of dive right into it. Now, this part I do want to take a little bit more time in. This is using the linear ruler tool, using the linear ruler guide feature. It's really cool. For something like her sword, it's very symmetrical. It's got very straight edges. This is a really handy tool for those of you using Clip Studio Paint or something equivalent, where you could basically set your lines the way you want. In this case, I have kind of just showed you the more of the real-time way. I'm kind of just figuring out my angles, what I want. And you know, once you figure out exactly how you want your lines to be set, you can then take your pen tool and draw along that edge. And you can add line variation, like you can press down and make certain lines thicker or thinner, and it just looks really cool, as if you were literally just drawing this with a ruler. And it's a really cool effect, and it just looks more consistent, because I would have issues in the past where I'd be like, well, I want a straight line, but I still want to look like it matches the line quality of the rest of the drawing, and this tool makes that super simple. So if you are having struggles, this is a little handy tool that really helped me out, especially with this drawing. Now after that, I free transform it so I get the angle right, because once I did my lines, I was like, it's a good straight edge, but the angle is not quite matching up with the handle. And that's a simple fix with free transform. You can just tweak the edges and get it to where you think it'll work. And yeah, really happy with that. Speeding back up, getting this done, and yeah, there's a lot of drawing I put into this just because I was having fun. I was just having fun with drawing the character. It was a really awesome design and just a really inventive piece in general. So it's one of the main reasons why I got this toy, just because it looked like it would be so fun to draw. Here I am, just doing the layer underneath, doing an outline, then just some quick fills. Then I select the fill layer and lock it so I can just quickly color inside without having to worry about going out of the lines. Just making more work for myself. I'm sure there's all different types of processes out there. This is one that just seems to work for me, at least until I figure out a better way. So if you have any other suggestions or tips, feel free to comment below. But here we go, making this all colorful. You know, I used the reference material just to borrow the colors directly from the image for the piece, and then I make some judgment calls of shading until it just starts to look like it's coming together. Overall, I was really loving her pose, but Ollie was a struggle. Partly because when I drew this, I wasn't actually with the toy, but he just doesn't look right. His wings are off. He looks kind of static. It's just not as dynamic as it should be. So I think I'm just gonna start over and do another one. So this time I did a drawing with better reference material. I as I suspected, I did not draw the wings accurately. So this is my take 2 version. I've sped it up for sake of time as well, so you guys don't have to bear with all of the line work and drawing. If you do want to see this drawn more step by step, just let me know in the comment section. But for right now, I'm just going to assume that this works for you. So yeah, it's come together. I used her shirt as well to get the logo right. There's just certain things that you start paying more attention to when you do a take 2 to the details of the design. And I think overall it's informing the drawing so much better. I like her pose, and I really enjoy Ollie a lot better. He just looks like he's actually flying, and it's just coming together really nicely. I do think I'll need to fix the edge. It's just the top of her gun is kind of hugging the top. That's more of an aesthetic thing that sometimes you just gotta fix. And yep, just filling in colors. I'll probably fix the placement of everything a little bit later. But yeah, it's coming together. It's looking really good. Cool. Yep, main basic fills are done, and now I can add another layer on top of the colors to do my shading. And this is super handy because then you can just select the fill layers like by color, and that helps you just with isolating where you want to shade. There you go. It's looking good. Doing some skin shading, and yeah, this is coming together really nicely. Yeah, I think this is where I go, it's really close to the top. Let's see if we can cinch this down a little bit. Or not. Hold on. It's been a while since I've drawn this. I'm playing catch up. I went out of town, and I drew the first one while away, and the second one when I came back, and I just thought it would be cool to show the different takes, because an artist is not necessarily satisfied with the first go around, and it's okay to revise. It's okay to try new things. In this case, I felt it was worth the extra time. So yeah, there she is, take 2, Skye and Ollie, looking pretty sweet. And thanks for watching, everybody.